cracking open a nooner. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the Chrissie Mayr podcast. I shouldn't have even said their name. They're not sponsoring me. Welcome to the Chrissie Mayr podcast. You can see us on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud. And if you're watching us on iTunes right now, please leave a glowing review with 5 stars. I hope everybody's had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. I got some staminy. I have some comedy shows coming up. Woo! It's been a long day. I got comedy shows coming up. Guys, if you're in the New York City area, come see me headline Stand Up New York on Thursday, July 14th. That's next Thursday already in NYC. Come see me. This is one of my favorite clubs in the city. And, we dropped all the lame. By we, I mean New York City dropped all the lame vax mandates. So come on. Don't need to wear a mask, any of that horse shit. Then I will be in Tannersville Friday, July 15th. I'm going to put the details in my calendar soon. Then I will be headlining in Buffalo at Nickel City Cigars. This is an exciting show. Some of my trolls tried to shut this show down. They called the surrounding venues and told them I was having a racist party and that this show needed to be shut down. But the ticket price gets you 24-hour private club membership to their cigar club, plus a premium craft cigar, no drink minimum. If you go onto nickelcitycigars.com and use promo code CMP, you can get 15% off any of their products. So that's good if you like things. Then I'm headlining in Syracuse Sunday, July 17th at the Funny Bone. Come to Syracuse. Let me tickle your funny bone on Sunday, July 17th. Then I'll be in Texas Thursday, September 8th at the Capital City Comedy Club. Then I'll be headlining in Philly Wednesday, September 14th. Then to New Orleans, September 30th and October 1st. 4 shows at the Comedy House, New Orleans. Then we're doing Comedians of the Compound at the Orlando Improv Thursday, October 27th. Come see myself, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti, Lila Hart. And after this show, we will be kicking off our second 48-hour Content House live stream at our Content House in Orlando, Florida. So I'm very excited for that. For tickets to any of these shows, go to my website, chrissiemayr.com. And always continue to post the clubs that you want to come see me at, because the club owners, they look at that stuff. If they're with it, if they're hip, they look at Twitter. Some of them are crusty. Some of them are not with it, but it always helps to tweet out. Be like, hey, come over here and tag me up. Also, I have t-shirts for sale at flagranttriggers.com. They have a whole Chrissie Mayr page. You can get the classic Rooting for Putin shirt, Mayor, Johnny Dabbler, Keep Dabbling, and Simpcast. They come in at least 4 different colors. This $27 includes shipping. These shirts are super soft. Get yours now at flagranttriggers.com. Working on new shirt designs all the time. So if you're an artist, if you've got some cool fan art, tag me. I'll try to get some more shirts going. Okay, I'm so excited to have this gal on the pod. She is multi-talented, stunning, a musician. She's funny. She's a radio personality. She is the host of Kermit and Friends right here on YouTube. You may have seen her on the Howard Stern show, or maybe you just already know her because you're hip, you're with it. Elisa Jordana, hello. I just gave away the surprise. No, hopefully no one saw that.
No,
how are you? I'm loving the choral aesthetic.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me again. I love being on the show, and I'm a big fan of yours, so I appreciate it.
Thank
a
you.
lot.
You're so tan. The freckles are coming through. Mine are sort of starting to peek out.
Yeah.
Elisa, one of my favorite things about you is that you still keep in touch with many of the folks that you knew from the Howard Stern show, including some of the Whack Packers. And I feel like you are a little bit of a Whack Pack whisperer. I mean, that's the best way.
I thought you were going to say I'm a Whack Packer.
No. You're too pretty for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Really? Is it about looks? I don't know if it's
I don't know.
Low people.
That's true. I don't know what it's about, but I love that you always have. First of all, your show Kermit and Friends is always so funny and entertaining. You always have so many. You always keep it moving. keep it mixed up. You have so many fun, kooky characters on the show. And what I appreciate about you is you just have really such a way with people. Like, I think Wendy, the slow adult, she used to be called, I think, Wendy the retard, but we're
Yes.
not calling. I
That's
mean,
I think it's okay. I think
my
it's
uncle was
okay.
retarded, so I can say retarded all I
Yeah.
want. Some
I
people
think it's
can't
okay.
though.
I
Okay.
say retarded a lot. I'm not
It's a
offended by
great
it.
word.
Yeah,
It's a
it's like a
great
fun
word.
it's a fun word. And actually Wendy, the slow adult, doesn't mind Wendy the retard. She doesn't mind being called that. It's just kind of weird that everybody else is talking about how bad it is and she doesn't even care.
Yeah, it would be like if people started to tiptoe around me. Oh, sorry, we can't call you a ginger, and it's like, why? If ginger became a slur, you know what? I probably would hear it more, knowing the
Yeah.
people I associate with. But I like that you're so sweet to her. You're so sweet to
Thanks.
all the other people that come on the show. Whereas I feel like it would be easy to always make them the butt of the jokes, and I like that you bring them in to either help you like achieve a goal or get something out of a guest or just kind of add color to the show. And I noticed and have you kind of always been like that? I just feel like did you feel like you bonded with these people during Stern, or you're just like
It
nice to
started way
everybody?
before that. It started way before Howard Stern. I was a nerd like my whole life. So I was always friends, like even in summer camp with like the weirdo or somebody that had like one eye. That was my friend. I was never friends with cool people. So when there's people that are like the underdog or someone that is lonely or sad, like that's the person I go to first. That's who I'm drawn to because I feel like I relate to them. Like I relate to Wendy. I relate to High Pitch Eric. I relate to all these people. I felt alone before. And I just love so much that Howard Stern takes these people and he gives them like celebrity. And that to me is so much cooler than talking to someone that's like, hot or like super talented. These are just like people that have been struggling and they're honest and they're vulnerable and they're authentic. And I've always loved people like that my whole life. So to me, they deserve to be celebrated more than anybody else.
Which is like amazing. I'm sure people you say that and people are like, "Oh, well, what is she? She's hot. She's talented. She hasn't
Yeah.
struggled. What does she know?"
But listen,
Mhm.
I was like disgusting up until like last year. Okay.
No, you
God,
weren't.
I mean, it takes a lot. It
Come on.
takes a lot
You were not
to.
disgusting
I think
until
I
last
was.
year.
Trust me. I mean, you should see my Twitter what people say to me about. I mean, when I was Miss Howard TV, people like they destroyed me on there, and I didn't want to be in a bathing suit for that. I did not. I refused to be in it, and I felt forced. And then I was on there, and then Stern Fan Network, Dog Shed, Reddit, they like destroyed me. So I felt both beautiful and disgusting in my life. So I understand all the sides. And yeah, I want to celebrate people for like who they are, people with great hearts, people that want to help the world, people that are connecting with each other. And Kermit and Friends is a great place to do that. I leave an open door policy for almost everyone. Invite anyone that wants to be on the show, people that want to share, be creative, and people that are loving, because that's my favorite kind of person. And I don't care if they're popular, if they're rich. In fact, I hate those people mainly. So if they're struggling, I want to hear from you. And I want to help.
That's really great. I
Thank you.
what I you had a moment on your show that I love so much. So you had this guy on, and I don't know if you reached out to him or he reached out to you. I'm hoping you can give me a little bit more like context for this because what I saw was hilarious, and then like I'll go you through. Maybe we can like play a little bit for the people who may not have seen this yet.
Mhm.
You had this man on who is best known for being married to Jim Morrison's sister Anne. So he is brother-in-law to Jim Morrison. He
Yes.
was a consultant to Oliver Stone on the movie The Doors. So he's like
Yes.
connected, best known for just more being connected to people that are more famous than him, I guess. And
Well,
you
the thing
figure,
is, I
oh,
heard
cool.
you talking about him earlier, and your co-host. Who is that guy? Just out of curiosity, your
Oh,
co-host earlier.
that was Adam Kriegler. He just was like a guest. I usually do that
Oh,
show
okay.
by myself, but he just jumped on.
Because he said something that I found kind of annoying.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, it's like two people that are just getting like fame from someone else." But that's like in most cases.
Yeah, that's
That's in
true.
like almost every case. Listen, if people don't like you, they're not going to help you. I only help people that I like, mainly, right? So, when people say, "Oh, you're just famous because of Howard Stern, you're just famous because of Cobra Starship, you're just famous because of this and that," that's so annoying because listen, people had to like me on there to put me on there. Trust me, Howard doesn't put people on the air like 100
True.
times if he doesn't like them. So the problem is you have to be likable to be helped in this
You
world.
know why?
And I'm sorry about that.
And I agree with you. And I should have said something because and like Adam I've had on my show a couple of times, and I could have said to him, "Look, the argument could be made for you, Adam Krigler, that people only
Yes.
know who you are because you used to be on Tim Pool. You used to be Tim Pool's right-hand man. You were his number one
Is that
co-host."
I don't even know who that is. Who is
And
that?
then
Is that a radio
he
guy?
he has a podcast. He has like a really
Podcaster.
popular podcast.
Okay.
And it's called Timcast
So
IRL.
how
But
could he say that?
that's
But
how a lot
how
of people came to know Adam. So it's like
Yeah.
I wish I had said like, well, you could make that same argument. And
But it doesn't even matter though,
yeah,
because all it is connecting with people, and that's all that matters in life at all. So you need people. You cannot do something alone at ever.
it's true. And it's
So
like if you
yeah.
got one opportunity and then it was, a fluke and you lost it, well, then you probably wouldn't keep getting all these other opportunities that you've been getting
Yeah, I
over
mean,
the
you could
years.
burn bridges. See, this is the thing. Stuttering John burns every bridge. Where is he now? He's just angry at us.
Expert bridge burner. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Okay, so that's a good point. So you had this guy, Alan Graham, on who has written, what, 3 or 4 books about Jim
Yes.
Morrison.
Well, he's also written about, he was the main fall guy for Larry Flint. He was like standing in front of Larry Flint when he was being shot at. He was the main, that I found that to be very interesting. And he's also like a nut. So I do like Alan Graham for that reason. And he has been emailing me. He wrote me a poem and he screamed at me. He was so mean, but I still like that guy. I like him.
And I was like, what happened? Because the last episode I caught was he was just triggered and like going off on you. And I watched back a couple episodes. I'm like, okay, because he was so upset, like, you're fuck. And first of all, he's 78 years old.
Yes.
So I get it. He's old. Just time has worn him down, I guess. Because I'm like listening to him. I'm like, he sounds just like my 75-year-old dad on some rant about something where like an old man will start talking about something, and then they realize it's something that them talking about it, them venting about it, gets them even angrier, and then they slowly just point all that anger like at you, and then pretty soon you're like, this isn't my fault. Why are you yelling at me? Like I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think it was about me. It was more about every woman he's ever dealt with, and he just like focused it on me.
Okay, I'm gonna pull up your YouTube channel because I want people to see this clip because I'm just like, and what I found interesting about this Alan Graham semi meltdown. It's like this kind of reminded me a little bit of the meltdown I caused with Stuttering John because I didn't really mean to. I kind of just stepped in it. I said like one word he didn't like.
Dabbler. I know what
dabbler.
you said. You said dabbler.
He could the D word. I'm afraid to even say it now because it's like I don't know what's gonna happen. And
no, but don't you miss Stuttering John? Don't you miss talking to him? I miss him so much.
I mean, I only did that one podcast with him. I don't know if I missed talking.
He's the person I miss the most in my life because he was so funny. He was so hilarious. Like he would ask me to go hiking. He would ask me out constantly, and then he would be mad, and it was just so fun. Like he's the easiest person to troll like in the world. So I miss that. I'm sad about it.
When's the last time you talked to him or interacted with him?
I mean, I texted him on my birthday.
When was your birthday? Did it just happen?
Yeah, it was June 30th. It was good, but I mean, John.
Happy birthday!
Thank
Are you
you.
a Cancer or a Leo?
A Cancer. I'm a Cancer. Yeah, but the sad part was John did not text me back on my birthday, and he just hates me for life now. He just can't stand me, and I didn't even come up with the word dabbler. You did. I think
is that why he hates you? Is that why he hates you?
I think he might give me credit for that.
John, if you're listening, I'm very sorry about the D word, and I hope we can make up. I hope one day you'll unblock me.
Yeah.
And we can rekindle our flame. He did kind of low key ask me out too. It doesn't seem like as many times as he did.
But you're taken. Don't you have like a husband or a boyfriend?
I do. I have a fiance now.
Oh, you have a fiance. That's terrific.
As of a week ago. So I'm
a week. It was just 1 week.
Last Saturday, actually on the 25th. Yeah.
How did he propose to you?
Oh, I was doing like the biggest gig I've ever done at the Beacon Theater. I was hosting this event, this app called Minds, and it was like they talk about social media, talk about censorship, like all these, it's not just a straight comedy show. So I had wrote this like very particular set for the opening of this show where I'm kind of like roasting a lot of the panelists and I'm roasting minds. And it was so much stress and anxiety because it was like the freaking Beacon Theater. And I was like, this is not the event
That's
to
the best,
bomb.
but that's the best venue. It really is.
It was crazy. I don't know if you've ever been. I
I
feel like
have. I've
you
been.
have been
Of course
backstage.
I've been. Oh
You
no,
just
no, not backstage. Why? What's it like backstage?
Oh, you're just breathing in all this history, and there's like all these walls where people have signed and all the photos, and you're just looking at like everybody who's been here, and you're just like, wow, this place is so legendary. And
Yeah,
it was,
huge artists perform there. I mean, it's amazing area of
yeah,
Manhattan. It's unbelievably incredible. So were you
folks
headlining?
special. I was hosting, so I did
You're
like 15
hosting.
minutes at the very beginning where I'm warming up the crowd. I'm talking about what this app is all about, and it's free speech themes, but I'm like roasting. I'm making jokes about several of the panelists that are coming on that are not comedians. They take themselves like very seriously. They're former Harvard professors. They're
Wait, what was it? It was
hosts of
like a
shows.
TED Talk kind
It
of
was
thing?
called the Festival of Ideas. It was like kind of TED Talk adjacent. There were multiple
Hmm.
panels and I was hosting it. So I was like, I'm going to make this fun. But it was a huge gig and I was really freaking out about it. And so it was right after the gig was done. I was like really too overly ambitious with my footwear. I wore these crazy high heels
Oh,
that
nice.
they had timed out like 2 hours in. And it
Were
was
they
like,
like platforms or stilettos?
they were stilettos. They were
Wow,
stilettos,
that's very uncomfortable.
black stilettos with like a little silver chain around the ankle. So it was like they were very cute,
Wow,
but not
sexy.
comfortable. And as soon as we were done, I was like, I have to take these off. We have to go to the hotel. And they were putting us up like a few blocks down. So we went back to the hotel. I'm just changing. Literally, I'm just in a bra and pants and like boots. And I turn around and he was just like, whoop, like just with the ring. And it was so shocked. Like I just thought it was still being made. I didn't see it coming at all. I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was like, and I like that he did it in private because so much of my life and now by proxy his life is like in the public eye, like posting and all the shows. And so I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad that it wasn't in front of he could have very easily done it in front of everybody, waiting outside to see more famous people than me.
Well,
But
was
then
he does he wants to be private?
some things, yeah, I think like some when it comes to our relationship, he wants some things to be private. And I'm glad he didn't propose in front of a lot of people because I would have instinctually felt like I'd have to perform a little bit. Like instead of it's
Yeah,
just me and him, I just
definitely.
focus on the moment and because it's like it's just like that instinctual thing comes over when there's like 30 people looking at you. You're just like,
Yeah, I mean,
da
I would love that.
showbiz.
Like when I get proposed to, I want a lot of people
You
looking and
do?
watching. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, actually, I'm
Oh,
talking like I'm not engaged. I am engaged. I forgot.
you are?
Yeah, sometimes I forget.
Oh, snap. How did this
It's
happen?
it's kind of a weird scenario, actually. So I have a podcast too,
Because you
obviously.
were engaged to Andy Dick.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about right now.
You got re-engaged?
Yeah, I mean, it never really ended. I kept saying, "Are we
Oh my
broken up?" And he always says we're not.
Why did you think you guys were broken up?
Because he was hooking up with this other guy. I mean, I'm not a guy, but he's hooking up with a guy. He kind of
Okay.
like went off the grid for a while, right? So it's kind of a long
Right, he
story.
got stuck in that house. That was the
House?
last time I think he was like it looked like he was stuck in like a content house
It
and
wasn't a
people were live
house.
streaming.
That was not
Okay.
a house. It was an RV.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was not a
Okay.
house. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm impressed. They thought it was a house, but no. So what happened is Andy got beat up really bad in Vegas. Did you know about that?
Yes, and I saw pictures and I was like worried. Yeah.
Yeah, I was really worried. He was in bad shape. Like his whole face was bloody, and then the bed was bloody, and he didn't know who did it. And it seemed like the worst situation yet. And he's been in a lot of bad situations. So what I did was on my podcast, I asked this guy named Wappy to house Andy and watch him like under surveillance.
Okay.
Yeah, so Wappy took him in and was doing a great job. He was feeding him, he was like taking him shopping, and he was on Wappy's cot, just like laying there pretty much all day. Andy takes a lot of naps. That's something about him. He
Was
takes
he
like
on like any painkillers or anything that would make him loopy?
um that's a good question. I don't know if he takes painkillers. I don't think he does. I don't know. I mean,
Okay.
he's winding down. For sure, but I don't think he's on painkiller. He drinks. He does drink. He's an expensive person to be engaged to because I have to buy him bottles. Yes, he's extremely expensive. So this guy Wappy was watching him, and he was under surveillance, and for a few weeks, and then he got kidnapped because people found out his location.
Oh no.
Yeah. So people found out his location, and then he ended up being on like one RV, then another RV, and everybody just takes him all over, and he just goes anywhere. So that's something that I do like and don't like about Andy. What I like about him is that he's very open and inclusive. Like, he's not exclusive at all. He will be friends with anyone. If we're sitting at a restaurant, people come up to him, they stay, and we can't get rid of them. And he doesn't want to get rid of them. Like, he's open to anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was
super friendly, like you. Like, talk to anybody, get to know anybody.
No, but it's not. I am kind of like that on my show, but I don't like to be like that in life. Really, I don't like to be at a restaurant. I don't want a million strangers. And I see a comment from Leaf King that's pretty funny. He got kidnapped by the bum currently on Elisa's couch. Okay, so this is a person that did kidnap Andy.
All right, big reveal. Oh, he's gone now. This whole time I've been trying. Oh, there he is. Who is this specimen?
So this is you want to be named?
No, secret, top secret.
All right, top secret. So this person doesn't want to be named, but he was one of Andy's kidnappers.
Oh,
yeah, his name is Captain Content, and he has a YouTube channel. And he kidnapped Andy from Wappy's house. Wow. And he's what?
Is he okay?
He's like really weird today. Like it's been a weird day, right?
Okay.
Has it?
Yeah, because our conversation so I went to work today, and then he was texting me that he was on my street, right? So he was on my street.
Is he Greek or Italian?
Here, she's asking you a question. Here, pull
all
up.
right, sure, let's do it.
She's asking you a question. Just pull up that chair.
Pull up.
Oh my
but don't ruin the lights. Yeah, so you could talk to this guy. He's pretty funny. But our conversation, Chrissy, you would not like it, that we had at this pizza place today. We were talking. And, I was like trying to get to know him a little bit because he's hard to get to know.
What the fuck is this chair?
What you need that.
Oh,
you need
my
that.
God.
Yeah.
He just brought over like a big pink beanbag chair.
So he's housing Andy. They're living together right now. And it's just a great situation because now I have like a permanent babysitter of Andy, but he's complaining to me that I don't love him enough. That's what he said today. So this is a very strange
situation.
Seems like a lot of people are vying for your
you
heart.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, so tell her what you said to me today. Tell her what you said.
No, listen. So what I told you today.
Yeah, what did you say when I got off work?
You're the woman of my life, Elisa Jordana. I would do anything for you.
Wow, looks like you have a good runner-up.
I'll move the earth and the heavens. I'll fight anybody. I'll die, go down a hill and rescue you from the claws of Satan himself if I have to.
Oh my God.
I just snorted.
Wow.
So it's hard to react.
He's like a super simp. Yeah, great.
He is. He kind of is. Yeah, that's
needs
really
a cape.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a cape.
Yeah,
I mean,
super simp.
Simp is like, people look at it as a bad word, but I think it's a very good word. It's a beautiful word.
It's a positive word. It doesn't have to mean that you're below in status or anything. It's just yeah.
Yep.
You guys look like you could maybe be related. Let's talk. Can we talk about how cute this dog is? Oh my
That's Fozzie.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's gay.
Oh, is he part Brussels Griffin?
People think that he's a terrier mix, but yeah, he's great. And yeah, he
wants your attention. He's like, please pet me, please.
He wants.
That's what Waffles does. Waffles does this, and I taught her. It's a long story, but I taught her how to.
Look at what Leaf King is writing right now, Chrissy.
Taught her how to heil by accident.
I have a hater, Chrissy. I don't know if you want to put that comment
haters
up.
In the chat.
Yeah, he'll ditch Elisa after he smashes a couple of times, 100% guaranteed. That's my producer that's saying that right now.
We've smashed 5 times already.
No,
and
we
still
didn't.
Here,
we didn't.
Leaf King. So there you go. You're wrong.
That's not true. That's not true. But I'm getting so many haters because of him. People are so upset. Do you get that, Chrissy? Do people get jealous of your fiance?
Not in like, no one seems angry about it, because I also say to people like, look, like I was podcasting for like a couple years. If any of you were really serious, like you could have rolled up into the scene, but you didn't. So it's like, you can't complain now. It's like, you guys had your chance, you know?
Yeah, they blew it.
They blew it.
Yeah, they blew it. They waited too long.
Don't
type in the chat. Propose, you guys.
Right. And Frank is awesome. Frank is the best. We call him Filing Cabinet is a nickname that's just sort of stuck.
Yeah, who
But he
calls
is
him
kind of
that?
like the filing cabinet of my life because he keeps things organized and he like keeps me on task.
Is he
So
so is he like helping you with this show?
not like at the moment. I think he's playing a baseball video game, but like generally, yeah, he will help. Like, okay, so let's see, what's a good example? Banners. I would throw up a banner. Sometimes he'll make like this banner that's scrolling below, like that says follow
So
Elisa.
that's
Like
what he does. He
he
just makes
helps
a
me with tech.
banner.
No, he helps me with like technical stuff. He'll help me with like emails and like helping me book guests and booking shows and
That's good.
yeah, it's a lot of random shit helping
All
me like
right.
get sponsors. But yeah, okay, interesting. So we have your musical partner here. Oh, I was going to
Yes.
ask you before when you met Andy, did you know he was bisexual?
Yes. Yes. In fact, when I
Okay.
met him, he was on a date with my gay neighbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I knew pretty much right away, but he proposed to me in like a week.
Wow, that's the
Yeah.
most flattering thing ever.
It really was. I loved it. I just loved it. And he is the first person to ever propose to me. So that's why he is so like, incredible and just very loving person. And so, yeah, I mean, I love Andy. I make sure he's taken care of. He's doing well. I mean, he flashed his penis today on
Oh my
camera.
God. Really?
heard about
To
that.
who? Just for fun?
I don't know. Like he was just there was a camera and he was in front of it and a towel fell down and then everybody saw his penis. But he's a very big penis. He has like a 9.5-inch penis.
No.
Yeah, he's a big
Get
penis.
out.
Yeah.
But it's probably blocked out by now.
No, you can see it. I'll send it to you if you want.
Oh my God. Okay. The chat wants to know what is Andy's sign?
He was okay. What's the sign of December?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. Okay, then that's what he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He doesn't know my sign either, guys.
Cancer is a great sign. My mom was a Cancer, my sister's a Cancer, and I too am a water sign. I'm a Scorpio. So I'm down with all that emotion. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I have so much I'm so emotional. I cried today. I got this gift. Where's my gift?
What are Captain Content? What's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, okay.
Is that a good sign?
Not for men. No, I didn't want to say it when he was listening. It's not the best. It's not ideal.
Oh, here's this gift. I cried because of this gift today. Chrissy, look. Somebody made this of
That
my dog
is so
Kermit.
cute.
Yeah, this is
It
from
looks
Shamrock.
like him.
Yeah. So
Aw.
Shamrock, who's a really, really great Kermitarian and friend, the show. She always boosts my server. She does everything for me, and I'm so blessed.
Did they make the super cut of like all the times you were saying like and Kermit is watching from heaven? Like I saw there was a clip.
No, my hater Leaf King made that.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Just to
Leaf
make
King
you cry.
used to love me. Well, he used to love me and do all great things for me.
That's the super simp, not me. I wish.
He's been interesting today.
Yeah.
He refuses to be a simp.
I feel like you like a project, Elisa. I feel like you like someone who like I feel like you would own a dog that needed a wheel for a leg.
I would love a dog like that. You're right. Yeah. I would. Yeah, if somebody's like too perfect, if they have it together too much, it's like so boring. Like I have nothing to offer that person.
Oh, that's true. That is boring.
Yeah, it is boring.
Okay, wait. Leaf King is wondering, don't forget to mention Cappy's bisexuality, Elisa.
Why is that so bad?
Why
is that bad? Are you against like bisexuals? I'm not against that. So
I'm not against them at all. Like I probably wouldn't marry one, but yeah, because it would trigger an insecurity with me. I'd always wonder like, is he wishing that I had a dick right now? Like that would always be in the back of my mind, and I just can't. I don't have one.
Well, she's right.
I can't grow one.
She's right. But you're pansexual, you said today.
Yeah, I guess.
He's pansexual.
You're pansexual?
Half an hour. Yeah, he's
how? Oh, how interesting.
Is it? I guess.
Yeah. So he had a drag queen give him a blowjob. Right.
Today?
No,
not today. No, we just had some pasta today, but he's all over the place, this guy. So it's typical that we'd be writing songs together.
So a drag queen blew you. How did that happen?
Well, it was a wild night in LA, I guess.
Oh, it was LA. Okay.
People,
Just happened.
One
just
thing led to another, I guess.
one thing
One
leads
thing
to
led to
another.
another.
Couple shots of tequila and you drag queen is sucking your dick, I guess. I don't know.
I guess if you're a dude, it's probably just so easy to let anybody suck your dick. Like, it's like you don't have to really commit to that person. You don't have to like learn anything about them. It's like you're not really invested. You're just like, I'm just gonna let it happen.
Is that how it is though? You didn't ask the drag queen any questions about themselves?
Not really. No, everything was very
it was fast. It happened
coincidental.
fast.
It was a rush of an adventure very quick. And,
Did you get a lot of lipstick on you down there?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh wow. You're like, I don't know, I haven't cleaned it yet.
You're so funny.
Oh my god. Oh right. I was setting up this Alan Graham thing. Okay.
Yes.
So how many times did you have him on before he was like triggered and yelling at you?
How many times I have him here? Just a second. Okay, how many times I have him on? I had him on, I think one other time. And then, so I had him on to talk about his book. And then he kept like calling me about this movie. He wanted to put me in a movie. And I knew it was going to be annoying being cast in this movie. I knew it. I just had a feeling.
It seems like something that he, like a guy like him, would dangle over someone like you just to like stay in contact.
Exactly. I'm like, this guy is going to be super annoying. Even if it is a real movie, even if he's saying the right thing, I just don't want to be annoyed. You know, I have a lot going on. I have a lot on my plate. I have a full-time job. I do my podcast and I want to have some peace. And I don't know if I want to deal with this guy, but I was like, you know what? It would be fun to play that part of Jim Morrison's, ex-wife or whatever, in the movie. So I said, yes, I'll do it. Just let me know the details and when it is. But no. It was not that simple. There's poetry. He's mad. Then he's happy. Then he's mad. And then I leave him backstage for too long. He's not patient. And he just is so egotistical, this guy. And he's screaming at me and saying my show is bad. Then why do you want to be on it so bad if you don't like my show?
Yeah, it seemed like he hadn't prepared. It seemed like he didn't do any research into the show. He was unaware of the format. He was unaware that you have an intro, unaware that you have a co-host that is always on with you.
Exactly. And there's a lot of haters of Wheezy right now because actually it's really weird. I mean, people can't stand Wheezy, who's my awesome co-host, who's incredible. In fact, Wheezy's producing High Pitch Eric's show tonight. High Pitch Eric has a show that my producer is also producing, and it's incredible. And tonight they're going to have Alex Stein and Andy Dick. So this is a Kermit and Friends production.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So is this the first time you had him on this stream from 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Kermit.
Yes.
Do you think there's any moments in here worth playing, or should we just go to the one where he's freaking out?
It was completely normal the first time he was on the show, I think. As normal as he could be.
Okay. And so the second time you had him, was that the one that was 9 days ago or 2 days ago?
It was just 2 days ago when he was yelling at me. Yes.
Okay. So let's pull up this one. And your intro is so fun because it's basically everybody like shouting you out, how great you are.
Yeah, I love my intro.
This is the beginning. So he's backstage, how long?
Well, sometimes my colleague who I invited on the show was backstage for an hour. They need to be patient to be on my show, unless you're a main book guest. Like you're going to be Chrissy, like you're a main book guest. You're like a headliner type, so I'm not going to make you wait around, but the other people, they just have to wait. They have to be patient, and people get like so egotistical and they're yelling and they're like, when are you going to bring me up? People quit the show because of it. And you just have to be patient, like enjoy the show. So at least you have something to comment on, because that's the best.
Do you tell people that they're going to be waiting?
Sometimes I forget.
Okay.
That's why I don't like booking my own guests. I hate booking my own guests, Chrissy, because I have to remember to tell them all this stuff like, oh, be patient. Oh, it's going to be weird. Oh, I'm sorry if somebody says something bad about you. Oh, there's going to be a chat. Like, I don't want to go through that bullshit. I just really want like people to reach out to me and want to be on the show. It's best case scenario.
Yeah, I wonder if there is, and I'm not saying his freak out, his meltdown at you was warranted or deserved or appropriate, but I wonder if like there was a little pre-written blurb that you could send to every guest, like just letting you know you could be held backstage, or if you're like, there will be a chat. There could be more than one guest. Like, don't.
Yeah, I mean, I should write that down, honestly, because I just
But
want them to love the show so much that they don't mind being backstage. That's the kind
Yeah.
of person I want. Because when you have somebody on your show, they should be a fan of you, right? Don't you think?
True.
That's how I
Right,
feel.
unless they have an agenda or like 3 or 4 books that they're trying to sling.
Yes, exactly.
Push a book agenda. So this is your co-host, Wheezy.
Yes.
He's on, I assume, every show with you.
Yes, he's fantastic.
And so this was only, this guy, Alan, was only backstage for your intro and 7 minutes. So it looks like he calls you at around
They go crazy
6.5 minutes or something.
The best. That's what Yeah, he wasn't waiting that long.
No.
Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
It's Alan Graham. I'm wondering if I'm going on the air today.
Oh, it's Alan. Oh, it's Alan Graham. Okay, just hold on one second. Alan Graham has to say something to me. This is Jim Morrison's brother-in-law has something to say. Yes, yes, Alan.
Well, you told me I was going to be on the air this morning. I just wondered what time.
So you wrote to me a very nice email. You had a poem that you wrote for me, and I appreciated that. It was my birthday. I appreciate
I get where this is going to go. Thanks for your time. I'm done waiting around and being jerked off by you. So go fuck yourself. How's that? Put that on the air.
And then he doesn't know how to shut off the stream.
I know.
So he's trying to make this grand exit. First of all, he confused jerking off with jerking around.
Right,
he said,
right.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna sit here and let I'm not gonna sit around here and let you jerk me off. I'm like, buddy, dude. And he looks kind of like oh God, when I was talking about this earlier, somebody said that he looks kind of like if Joe Biden was a Street Fighter character, and I thought that was pretty funny.
I heard that.
But he just came out the gate. Oh, I know what you're doing here. It's like, how would he know what you're doing here?
Honestly, I forgot he was even coming on the show that day because I was so obsessed with Alex Stein being on the show. I completely forgot about this guy.
Yeah, I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, fuck you. Like, you seemed so shocked to hear this. Like, even if you are forgotten backstage, it doesn't warrant this kind of reaction.
Well, the thing is, like, I was shocked, but I was also so happy.
You were happy?
Yeah, I'm so happy when people like go crazy and it's because of something that I did. Like, it gives me a lot of joy.
So it wasn't because I remember when Stuttering John was freaking out at me. I was not happy. My heart was beating a mile a minute. No, I wasn't happy. I was like, I hate conflict. I was like, I'm being yelled at. I was like, it just reminded me of being a kid and being yelled at by my dad. Or like,
so you had no joy. You got no joy.
No joy.
Wow.
At the moment when it was happening, it was pure terror. I was just like, and plus his screen was frozen, so I had no idea what his actual face reactions were looking like. I just was like, he was just so mean to me, and I thought he was gonna log off angrily, and I just was like, I hate being misunderstood. I was like, yeah, John, like I just haven't seen your name up on any marquee anywhere. Like, I'm trying to explain why I think he's a dabbler, and all my explanations.
But did you say that? Like, you must have been trolling him a little bit.
No, I don't think I was intentionally trolling him because I was really trying to lead it into a question about, hey, like, you do comedy sometimes. Like, I know you're not, out there as much because I figured he's written a book. He does his beer on the balcony. He's, he's multi-talented. He's got a lot of hands in the basket or whatever.
Right.
He's got a lot of
he tries a lot of things, but he's going to be upset. Part of you had to know he was going to be upset that you say he dabbles in comedy.
I didn't think he would be upset because I don't think there's anything wrong with dabbling. And from my experience, from what I've seen, he's not really out there that much. So if he could have been like, but there was the ego on top of that. Like, I remember Gino Bisconti being like, oh yeah, like he sometimes does stand up. So I'm like, that was my only, knowledge of his.
So what did you think he does? Like, do you think he's like a cashier somewhere? Like, what do you think he does?
And this is before, obviously, we all knew he was a substitute teacher, but I thought he was just podcasting. And
he's a substitute teacher, Stuttering John?
Yes! Oh my God!
What?
Yes! This was like, I think Who Are These Podcast guys discovered it.
There's no way that could be true.
They verified it. They fact checked it. He is.
What grade does he teach? I need to get into class with him. That would be hilarious.
I think middle school or high school.
Middle school? That is so shocking. I cannot even wow.
But at the time, I thought, who knows if he gets royalties from Howard Stern? Who knows if he's got a pension? Who
Hell
knows?
no. Does somebody who gets royalties act like he acts?
I don't. Yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I just was like, I don't know.
Stern.
Maybe
he would like Howard Stern more if he got royalties. I guarantee you he's getting nothing.
And
that's why he's so mad. Yeah, that's why he's so mad. That's why he's obsessed with Howard, because he sees Howard signs a $60 million contract and he wants part of that, thinking that he's Howard Stern just because he knew Howard Stern at one point. And that's really annoying for me when I see like ex-staff members act that way, because it's such an unbelievable opportunity to even be on that show one time.
Even once, yeah.
Even being on the wrap-up show or whatever, people are on. It's such an incredible experience. You're with the top person of all time in their field, and you're going to complain. You're going to complain for like so many years afterwards. And so that he has no shot ever of being anywhere near Howard again. And he's just doing it to himself.
Yeah, and I didn't know, because I heard over I guess the months since but the Dabbler event connected me to Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. It connected me to like obviously the Dabblers Anonymous Reddit group. I think there's like a Discord now too.
Yeah.
But I was not intending to trigger him. I was just trying to have because the first half of the conversation was so nice because we're talking about his glory days,
Yeah.
And he got to sing his song.
But you must have been happy to get the new fans from that.
It was very unexpected, and I just was like trying to be so honest in the moment. Like inside, I was like, "Please don't be mad at me. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is so unwarranted." I'm like, I'm not seeing your name. I'm very well aware of like who's doing better than me in stand up, and he just was not in that mental list for me. So
you consider him like a lower level stand up?
Yeah, and I thought it's because not even lower level. I just thought like he doesn't care to do it very much. Like he could do anything. He's so famous. Like
I don't think
that he's me with his presence.
Yeah, I just get the feeling he's not playing the Beacon Theater.
No, he's definitely not. And I knew that over the months that he would have like lady simps who would like, give him a lot of money.
Yeah, he does. He has that one lady. Heather
helps him pay his mortgage. Like he demands money from her. I'm
it's
like,
incredible that
the confidence. Yeah,
it's incredible that there's one woman on earth giving him money. It's just unbelievable. I want to interview her so bad.
Oh yeah,
so bad. Heather, if you're watching this, please come on Kermit and Friends. I need to talk to you.
One time I was on like a 3-way call with like me and her, I think, and Carl. Yeah. And I don't know, she was like trying to apologize to me for something, but I'm like skittish of new people. So I was like, I don't believe anything she's saying.
Oh,
but
really?
I need to work on my trust issues. I don't know. I just figured like she's with John. Like she's not going to, like me. She's not, I just didn't like.
But are you not wanting to put on your show people like that don't like you? Because I love putting on people like that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's the way to do it is to like embrace the haters.
Yeah. Like I find my biggest haters, like wherever I can find them. And then I put them in my Discord server. I put them in voice chat. I put them Kermit and Friends. I want to hear, what they have to say. I take calls. I give out my phone number. I take the calls,
Good
whatever
for
they
you.
are. Yeah. I
need to do that more.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is he called the Lizard King, by the way?
I do not know. I didn't even place that because I saw the Lizard King in my server and I didn't know it was him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Elisa, please ask her about the Ethan Ralph fight. Is that recent?
Yes. This is another person I triggered.
With him?
He is another content creator, and
I know he's been on Kermit and Friends.
Oh, okay. That triggering makes even less sense to me because he and I had friends. I don't know, but definitely strong acquaintances. Like we have each other's number. Like when his mother died, he was like texting me a lot about it. And my mom had died like almost 4 years ago. So I was like, I totally get it. And I was just like telling him what to expect. Like nothing is going to prepare. You're going to have waves of grief that you can't control. Like buckle up, buddy. And he had done my show at Compound Media. I had done the kill stream like twice. Oh my God, is the dogs?
Do you like
off Captain Content over there?
I think he might be.
Oh no! Watch your peanut butter. So and he knew my mom had died. He also knows I'm a comedian, and someone again the super chats are my undoing because someone had chatted like. Ask Ethan about the time he sent his mom out into the sun to her dialysis appointment. Like wouldn't drive her, I guess, and she was just out in the sun walking to this appointment. And so the super chat comes up. I'm reading it, And I start to laugh because the idea of it is so funny. I didn't know. It turns out this was a real thing that had happened. Like he truly did ignore his mom, didn't drive her to dialysis, did send her out into the summer heat. And so, and out of nowhere, he was like, "Huh? Is this you think that's funny?" And I was like, "It does sound pretty funny," but I'm like, "Did this happen?" Yes, he didn't even give me a straight answer about that. And the chat's like, "Yes, it did happen." And you know what I mean? Like it's like there's triggering and then there's deciding to be upset, which is what he did. He like decided to be upset because I think he wanted to have a reason to be like, fuck you. Because a lot of times when people are angry and there's chaos on the inside of them, they want the outside to match the inside. So it's like they will create the emotion with someone that they are feeling because they just people want to blame somebody, and like it's easier to just like keep your feelings going than to like open them and analyze them.
Do you think he's like a bad guy?
I don't.
No?
Do I think he's a bad guy? I mean, honestly, like you hear rumors about people. I heard that like about his not taking his mom to her appointments or whatever. Like, I don't know. I know that he has at least like one baby mom. I really don't know all the details of his personal life. I just feel like, you know what? He appealed to me because he was like a highly censored person. And I like having on my podcast people that have been very censored or that are like misunderstood. Like I love talking to like Anthony Cumia or Gavin McGinnis or anybody who I feel like has been kind of like fucked over. And
wow. Yeah, I like that too. I understand that. So are those like, is Anthony Cumia feeling like extremely fucked over right now?
No, I mean, I think he's doing great. Like obviously
okay.
he's set and he has his own network. Compound Media is his network.
And you're under his network, right?
Yeah, I do a show there once a week. But I think there's just like he's okay, obviously like financially and feeling fulfilled and all that. But there's something kind of fascinating about people that are like, ooh, like they've been deemed like an untouchable. And it's almost like I want to get to know that person for myself instead of just
me
like
too.
that's the same thing with Nick Fuentes. Everyone says he's a horrible person. It's like, I've never met him. I've never talked to him. Like he's somebody I would love to have on my show because like, let's see what's in this person or what's going on or what their side of it is.
Yeah, but even if they're on your show, it's very hard to get people to really be vulnerable and honest. So how could you tell really if they're a good person or not? I mean, Ethan Ralph, everybody hates that guy. I mean, when he was on my show, everyone hated him. I got such bad comments and everything. Yeah. But it is fascinating. I mean, he got beat up recently, right? Like his face was completely smashed in.
That was part of it. He may have had some like low key brain damage from one of his fights. And I think his eye exploded. And that's why he's got to wear sunglasses all the time. Like he's had a rough go of it, whether this is stuff he's brought on himself. Like, everyone can, figure that out for themselves, I guess. Like you never really know the whole truth of a person, but it doesn't look good. If you're just like on paper, he doesn't look good.
No, he doesn't. And his podcast to me doesn't even look good. I don't like the way it's set up. I didn't enjoy going on there.
I remember we had talked previously about like feeling like we were both brought on his show to be like set up to look
people think I do that, but I really don't do that. I just try to have a good time on my show. But his show is dark. It is. It's dark. He brought a guy on that was such a shitty guy. I forgot who it was. It was some asshole that hates women. And it's like, how do you argue with someone that just hates women? All women.
I had that guy on my show too. His name was, I think, Vince James.
No, I forgot the guy's name I was with, but it was a terrible guy. And I'm like, this guy's friends with him. I don't know. I don't know about it. Beardson. That's his name, Beardson. And he came on and he was so like unfunny, just very hateful. And so I didn't enjoy that. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that guy, but people definitely hate him. No doubt about it.
The more I think I thought that of you a long time ago. And then the more I watched your show, the more I'm like, no, she's just like, you're so pure of heart and you genuinely love people. And I could tell with your interview with Heather McDonald, I'm like, you're like really listening to her. You're really asking her good questions. I feel like, and it's tough to do. She's like kind of famous. I feel like it's hard to kind of connect.
She is my favorite, Chrissy. She's my favorite. I've loved her for years. I've been listening to her for 5 years.
Wow.
And I would never reach out to her. never reach out to her. I just wouldn't think, to reach out to her. But that guy Leaf King that just said all that bad stuff about me is very mad at me. But he's the one that booked me on the Heather McDonald show.
Wow.
It was so incredible. I
Is
mean,
he like a manager or just like someone who helps you out?
He's like my number one fan that's very upset with me right now. But that's the thing with the number one fans. They tend to get mad at things. Because what I've been doing is,
they're fair weather.
Yeah, they're fair weather pretty much. I mean, what's been happening is besides my Kermit and Friends, I'm going on these other people's streams and they're watching me like going out. And so they look at what I'm doing and then they find a problem with it, whether they don't like somebody on there or they have an opinion on something. And then they go against me and write these big blogs about me, trying to turn my whole community against me. And it's just so unfair because if I watched them go out with their friends, I'm sure I'd find a lot wrong with them. And it's just kind of like weird that I'm losing people because of that.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem to make logical sense.
Yeah, they should enjoy it. What?
They should. Martin here saying Beardson wasn't good in bed with his His wife dumped him and married a Jay, and ever since he is mad.
Okay. Well, I can't imagine Beardson like having a wife at all. But he hates women, that guy. He really does. He hates women and he was very cruel to me. So I didn't enjoy him. He's not my type. But I would have him on Kermit and Friends, actually. Just because he hates me so much.
I really applaud you for embracing haters. Like,
yeah.
I think that's something I need to do more of. I think it'll be building like a muscle up. Like,
I mean, so what could they say to you, Chrissy, that you would really
that I haven't heard before?
Yeah, I mean, what could they say? They call me a cunt. I mean, what does that really mean? I don't know.
So uncreative.
Yeah, it's so uncreative. Be creative. Be funny. People are prank calling me the other day. I'm at the beach. People are prank calling me saying like nothing. You know what they said? Why are you wearing makeup at the beach? That's what they asked me. They kept calling, saying that over and over. I'm like, that's the best you got? Come on.
Yeah.
People. Come up with better. Don't even make that call. Don't even make that prank call unless it's going to be funny, please.
Oh, but if you didn't have any makeup on at the beach,
oh
my God,
she's really so old. Exactly.
Taking a day off, huh?
Exactly. If I had no makeup on at that beach, they'd be calling me, 70 years old. So you can't win with these people.
No,
but yeah, Jimmy the Christian's right. I do love to entertain haters. So if you hate me, please come on the show.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna try to be more like you in that way. Because it's right. Yeah. I've heard all the insults. They can't do anything.
What do they say to you? They just what do they call you?
Oh my God. They used to make fun of me because I have like a gummy smile when I smile.
Your gums?
People call me like, well, ginger's not a big deal. But like, any variation of like fat, old, unfunny.
I hear those too. Yeah. I hear fat. Yeah, the other day I heard fat, I heard ugly, I heard old, cunt, retarded, pedophile. Pedophile is the weirdest one, like, because there's no evidence of me being a pedophile at all. So when I'm being called a pedophile, it's just very confusing to me. Like, how, like, where did they get that from? But I think that's just like the new hot thing to call people. So I'm actually fine with it.
Okay. Okay. Let me pull back up this video. Okay. I feel like I need to finish this guy's rant. Or maybe he could give me some more color. So he's mad. He can't sign off.
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I actually don't, Alan. I have no idea.
You said I was going to go on the air and I was going to do like we did before. And now you open up and you say all this other.
Do you know why he's wearing that outfit?
I think he was really dressed up for the show.
Stuff. I asked you, let's get it on. And I don't want to be in the middle of all your stupid fucking puppets and all the other bullshit jack-off stuff that you have on there, like Andy Dick going on there going, blah. I'm doing something serious and we offered you a chance.
Is he referring to like the opening with Andy Dick with like his like bloody face? That's like literally just part of your intro?
Very possible. Extremely possible. Yeah.
So he's just triggered by your intro, that there's something that comes before having
he wants to be the first person on, no intro, no co-host, no nothing. It just has to be all him.
Just go on cold and unannounced.
And to play in it. And now you're doing it again. You're jacking me off with all this shit before. I wanted to talk about a serious thing, not like fluff, which is what you're doing. My friend John Sepridge said that he considered you a serious actress. And I said, I think you're right. So I offered you to play in a vignette with me, a 15-minute vignette where we would recreate
It seems like the second you're not behaving like the way he would like or conducting your show the way that he would like, he's like lording this over your head. It's like a threat. He's like, oh, I thought you were a serious actress. I was talking to, he's name dropping somebody who I don't know, but clearly he's like a name dropper. He's like, oh, well, we talked that you were a good actress, and now I don't know. Like, you're supposed to like beg at this point?
Honestly, I'm so like lazy. I can't even imagine doing this project at all, even if it is 15 minutes. I can't. I'm tired, you guys. I do enough. I just went out, yesterday for 4th of July. It's just enough. I just want to take a nap.
You're like, I don't have 15 minutes.
I don't.
And it's got nothing to do with all this other bullshit that you put on there. This is tabloid shit. I'm not interested in it. I'm interested in serious production. We have a serious book. We have a serious subject.
I should drink every time he says serious.
And if you want to play that game, don't fucking invite me, because it's ridiculous to have you sit here and go, oh, my life is and this, and all these people. What? Change the fucking channel. I'm not interested. Why do you keep jerking me off?
So I don't get to be in that movie anymore?
This is perfect.
Don't play fucking stupid with me. Don't, please. You're just doing... You said we're going to go on before anybody else, because I didn't want to be in the middle of stupid fucking puppet talking to me right in the middle of the phrase.
He's so judgmental.
Said, okay, we'll do you first. And I said, okay, now I'm sitting around.
Well, that was just Wheezy. That was my co-host.
This is great. I like that you let the chat kind of say... Do you sometimes feel like the chat is good for like saying the things that you don't have to say? They can say.
Yes, absolutely.
Are interested in serious, not
serious
talking about dicks and stupid fucking.
I care about dicks.
Howard Stern.
I know.
Why wouldn't you? Interested in good stuff, intellectual stuff.
Good stuff. He's like, I'm so smart.
English and Spanish now, and I wanted to discuss with an intellectual audience about.
I'm sorry if he came to your show looking for an intellectual audience, like.
Now, instead of a few hundred,
just like I know people don't watch my show for hard news.
Maybe she could play
like it's more fun.
Really, what really happened to Jim Morrison? Do you think fans are interested in that? I do.
He's so mad at you.
I wanted to be in the movie, but you're not really being nice to me, so it's like hard to work with someone like that.
Not being nice to you. I'm being brutal to you, because you told me and all the people who are watching me now. And I told him
they're watching me now.
We're going to be on first, and instead you just put him on and said, "Well,
that's Wheezy."
Okay, Wheezy. I don't know Wheezy, but
I don't know what is a Wheezy.
Before Wheezy, you can't.
Some guest who's coming up, instead of saying I've got Alan Graham coming up, and then I wouldn't be having to sit and listen to your tabloid shit, because I hate it. To be quite honest with you, I know you've got a few thousand viewers on this. I look at how many people watch, but for Christ's sake, I told you in a long interview, I'm sick of this shit. I wanted to be talking about serious shit, and you want to go on about tabloid, not even mention that I'm going to call. So if you think I'm going to sit here again for another hour and not be mentioned,
I don't think you. I think he really wanted an apology, and you just.
I wasn't sorry. That's the problem. I hate saying sorry when I'm not sorry. I don't think I said sorry. I mean, maybe I know.
Like you did last week. You knew goddamn well.
I don't think you did.
I was waiting in the room. You knew fucking well I wanted to get on and talk to you. But now you can go fuck yourself, because I think you're an airhead, to be quite honest with you.
An airhead!
Even though I still think you still have chops.
Even though he looks like a fucking cartoon.
I say,
he looks like a Joe Biden stunt double.
Put a mind to it. Instead, you're doing fucking baby shit. This is dirty little boy jacking off.
Ew, he is like sexually repressed or something.
You know what? Before I go,
definitely.
I'm going to read this beautiful poem.
I'm going to read a poem.
Give you one last hint of what we think about you out
He's
here.
Like,
and
this is what you could have had.
Call in guests. There you go. Are you ready? It's called Elisa the Lizard. And remember,
this is a horrible poem. I don't think you guys want to hear this. It's so
he's
bad.
just like this guy is a glutton for the spotlight. He couldn't handle not being the center of attention. He called you to let you know, I'm backstage, and I'm just gonna forward it to because I think you ended this in like the most perfect way possible. So he's doing this long poem.
Anyway, even this.
You're like, how is he going to stop?
Still might be better than what you're going to get on, which is fluff.
He looks like the Crypt Keeper.
Okay, our first guest today is Alex Stein. I really admire this guy. He's incredible. He made it.
Without giving a beat, our first guest is Alex Stein.
Alex Stein is a political figure and prankster, and he's...
And then
does anybody take him seriously? He's using his hand in a very sexual manner. That guy, he's got a few screws loose. You know what I mean? God bless his soul.
And then, obviously, Alex is so great. He was backstage listening to this whole thing. It's just so great. You're just like, bye. You're just like,
I was really
Block it out.
excited to get to Alex Stein. I really was. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. I admire so much what he's done. He's built this. I remember when he had no viewers at all, Alex. I remember.
Yeah, that was like 6 months ago. I mean,
I
he's
remember,
exploded.
and I thought, I used to think, I'm like, why is he still doing this? You know, I thought that, and he's exploded. I mean, he's
Wow.
getting recognized everywhere. Tucker Carlson's his like biggest fan, and it's all because he just like believed in it, and it's incredible. He's
kept
amazing.
going. Yeah,
He's amazing.
He just kept going, and like really, I was talking about this with like Adam Krigler earlier. Like, just admire his like he faces conflict head on. Like, if he knows people hate him,
Right,
or recognize him or don't want to talk to him, he leans in.
he's incredible at that. He really
kills
is.
them. He kills them with kindness, which is what my grandma always said. And I'm just like, yeah, he'll go up to someone and be like, yeah, I'm glad your mother didn't abort you. And then they're like, ah, like they just don't know how to respond because he's being sweet and he's like smiley and friendly looking, and he just looks like he got off a boat somewhere. You know, he's like non-threatening looking. So
Yeah, he's incredible. I really like him. He was I mean, I knew what he was going to be like, but he was so like gracious and like humble. A lot of people were jealous of him though. A lot of people in my office said things that they didn't like him, but I think they were jealous. He's incredibly successful now, and it just shows if you stick with something and you are very passionate. I mean, he's so passionate. He works hard. He says like every day he's editing these videos that he's making, and the videos are incredible. He has like no fear at all to do what he does.
yeah, he's got balls. Do you see what are the people saying in your office? They just think he doesn't deserve success, or
so my office is extremely conservative, extremely.
Wow.
And he said on the podcast that he doesn't like Trump, and my office went nuts.
Oh no.
Yeah,
They're like, we liked everything else about him. Why can't you also love Trump?
Yeah. And then they were like picking him apart, and I know they're wrong. So I don't listen to people. When people have opinions, it's fine. You know, it's okay to say your opinion, but I know what I like. That's a great guest. It's one of the best guests I ever had. So I know I like him.
Yeah, he's a hoot. Do you feel like, because I've had like 15 different day jobs, like always, at least one or two up until like 6 months ago. Do you ever feel like you can't like be yourself, like to the people you work with, like you're afraid?
Yeah. I mean, my boss like threatened to call the police on some streamers that were like outside. They threatened to call the police. They say I hang out with losers. They go out. Yeah,
I mean, that's just a judgment pit. Like, okay.
I know.
Let me hang out with losers then.
I know. If I want to hang out, like it's none of their business who I'm hanging out with. I brought Andy into my office this one day because I was going to court with him, and it's weird. They're like, they invite him to the company Christmas party because he's a celebrity, but then like behind his back, they talk so much shit. So
wow.
Yeah.
So they want that one picture with him.
That's right.
Like, look who I met. Ugh.
That's exactly how it is, and it's very annoying. But I mean, they watch my show. Most of my office watches my show, and they do like a lot of the characters. So I try to include them, and they want to be included. It's a very weird environment there now because they're just watching me so much, and they know a lot about me, and I don't know that much about them. So it's very like unbalanced.
Yeah, and it's almost like, do you even want to get to know them? They're probably so boring and regular.
It's just, I try to be nice to everybody, and I want them to enjoy Kermit and Friends. I want everybody to, but it gets rough. Like even like my mom will judge something. She'll take the other person's side. Like if I'm fighting with someone on Kermit and Friends, she'll always take the other person's side, never my side.
That's annoying.
Yeah. Then she'll like bring it back. She'll be like, oh, you fought with Coach Erica Love. She was right. And you always do that, by the way, what she said about you. You always do that. It's just annoying.
Do you feel like, I don't know, yeah, maybe, did you feel like growing up your mom and you like butt heads a lot?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so maybe your mom is looking for somebody else to like, not quite like gang up on you with, but like, oh, look, they agree with me. Or if it's like,
yes, exactly.
You know?
She's so excited when someone hates me on there.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
It's bad.
I think if my mom was still alive, she would definitely be listening to my podcast. She would definitely be trying to Facebook friend every guest that I have on.
Oh, you think she'd be on Facebook? Because my mom refuses Facebook.
Oh yeah, my mom was a big Facebooker. In fact, Facebook doesn't even know that she's dead. They know everything else. They listen to everything, but they haven't figured out that she's dead yet. And every year it's like happy birthday. And then like at this point, if people haven't like heard the news in 4 years, every once in a while I'll see like a happy birthday. And I'm like, you're not gonna get a like back. You're not gonna get like.
So can't you contact them and make like a memorial page? I think you should. I think that would be good for you. I think it'd be like helpful, you know, for you getting over the loss and getting through it, is making a memorial page.
Pictures go away?
No, they don't. No, they have it specially set up for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody reach out to Chrissy and help her do that.
Oh, I could probably figure it out. But yeah, no, I definitely miss her, and I wonder if she was still alive, I'd be getting annoyed with like, oh, you know, watching what I say or feeling like she's like too in my business, but she definitely would be.
Yeah, there's certain people that watch it. There's certain people that watch it. You're like, oh God, should I talk about dicks right now when they're watching? You know, like my colleagues or my dad, like was on the Father's Day episode, not this year, but last year. And I'm like, what should I not talk about? But usually I go for humor every time. When I have a choice, I go for humor, even if it's like weird or bad. Like yesterday, we went to the beach. Was it yesterday? Yes, it was. Went to the beach, and my friend, I don't know how to describe this, but she got really drunk, and I don't know how to say it, but she had like diarrhea everywhere, right?
Okay.
And there was a choice. We could have showed
Wait, this is your dog or your mom?
No, this is a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is a friend. And she had like diarrhea everywhere.
Does it happen like when she drinks? Is she like a?
I didn't know what happened, but I had a choice. I was like, you know, they said, do you want to film this? And I thought, okay, I always think, okay, what would be funny? Even if I have to throw myself under the bus, like I always choose the funny choice. And so I chose to show it. And now, now there's pictures of her and video of her, and it's not good, but hopefully she'll get over it. I mean, I've had so many embarrassing things. I know you get over it. You live on.
Was your friend Amber Heard? The chat is wondering.
No, not Amber Heard. Someone else.
Yeah, that's the thing. Did she say, please don't film?
No, she didn't. She didn't say it. And she actually doesn't even know about it right now. And so I hope nobody says anything to her.
Yeah. Who knows? There could be secret videos of all of us with diarrhea out there.
Exactly. I said it's really not a big deal. And she made herself into a superstar by doing that. And now she's more popular than ever. And she didn't even want to be on the show. She didn't want to be part of anything. But since I was doing it while I was at the beach, she had like no choice, you know. But she ended up being so funny. And some people, they get scared. Like sometimes I don't ask friends to be on my show because they don't want to. And I don't want to beg them. Like, do you feel that way sometimes? Like you don't want to ask a friend?
Yeah. Well, I think at this point I have had pretty much all of my friends on my show in some form. Yeah, because I've got like 3 or 4 different shows now. So if I wouldn't do a one-on-one interview with them, it's like, okay, I've had them on a panel, or I've had them on like a special like Labor Day recap or something, or I've had them on the Content House. So
you have a Content House? Where is that?
It's just we've only done one, and we're doing a second one in Florida in October. The first one was in the Poconos I think I saw
some of that. Wait, you had a bunch of comedians living there, right?
Yeah, a bunch of comedians, and it was really just for a weekend. It wasn't like I don't have one day. Hopefully, I'll have the funds to be like, come and live here. You know, I'll like have a house for a month or something. But I just like rented a place out for the weekend and was like, come and I'll try to cover everything, and we'll try to have sponsors, help cover the cost, because I just didn't want to like put people out with like finances. So we're trying it again in Florida.
Wait, do you make them pay? You make them pay to stay
No,
there?
no,
okay.
Not at all. Because I wanted like, I would front all the money, and then I would just try to make up the rest through like super chats or a couple sponsors. Like I just didn't want to have to charge people. So I thought it was fun. It's like, oh, it's basically come do like a free vacation. Then we got deals at the local roller skating rink and the local brewery, like, hey, come have us, we'll stream your business. So it was fun. But the late night shifts were rough, like the 2 to 7 a.m. so rough. Like, so you
had to be up like all night.
We did a 48-hour live stream.
Oh my gosh.
between like the 15 of us. So we would do like different shifts, and sometimes like it would just be somebody like sleeping on camera.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, Andy Dick, my fiance, he like streams 24 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah, and like he's sleeping and being naked. Obviously, today he did that, and it would be difficult to do it, I think.
Yeah. Where is he now?
Where is he now?
Yeah.
He's parked somewhere. I don't know. I used to have his location on my phone, which I really like. Knowing where
Like
he's at
a
also.
find my Andy. Like
Yeah,
an app?
find my, but
Like-
it's fun. And also I have him on like the Citizen app, and it's really funny because every time like there's a crime, it's always near him. Like right near
he's
him.
like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. So yeah, I used to know where he is. He doesn't want me to know where he is a lot. I think he's like, I'm not sure if it's going well right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe have like I don't know, like a sit down, like a State of the Union.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he is just being very weird recently, but I hope it gets better. We had a nice day yesterday, and I just take it day by day with him. I am hoping for the best.
Yeah. And you have that cute little dog back there.
Yeah, look what I have. So do you want to hear our song?
Yes. Oh
You wanna hear our
yeah.
song?
I forgot about the song.
You forgot. Hey, you still here? Hello?
Yeah,
Here,
bring back
let me get him.
content.
Let me get him. Hold on.
Okay.
It's a new song. Hold on.
Oh, this is a new song.
Hey, this door is closed.
I feel like that other guy may be on drugs.
I don't know.
I couldn't figure out what's like quite wrong with him. He seems a little out of it.
Yeah, our turn.
I think he was sleeping.
Your turn, yeah.
My turn.
And we just wrote this. Like, what day did we write this?
Wow.
Elisa Jordana.
Oh, Benji's calling. Should I take this call?
Yeah.
Benji, hi. You're just on Chrissie Mayr's podcast.
He probably doesn't know who that is.
Benji? Hello, Benji? Benji? Hello? I never mind. I think he might have
Maybe
hung
he's
up.
with Andy right now.
I think he
Okay.
hung up. Anyway, okay, so here's our song. We wrote this. Where's your guitar?
I'm gonna get it.
He's gonna get the guitar.
Sure.
You should check out this person too. He is pretty cool, like what he does.
Okay.
So Andy's living with him on his RV.
We got
Okay.
drag queens every night.
Yeah,
Sucking my dick.
They
Yes,
have,
I've heard. Oh wow.
yeah. So it's his RV. Andy's living on it. He's taking care of Andy. He's feeding him. He's making sure he's showered.
Hell no.
He's babysitting him.
That's
I'm
so nice
exploiting
of
him.
you.
That's
It's
the
really
difference.
nice of him. Okay, go ahead.
You're like a handler.
Yeah, he's a handler. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. All right. Do you want
All
to
right.
words? Do you know the words?
I think I can remember him. It's not. Let's see. Wish
Okay.
me luck.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Yes, I'm ready.
I'll just put the.
Do you want to put us
words
full
in it.
screen? Okay. That's
Oh yeah.
Full screen.
I'll make myself little.
I'm moving back a little.
Oh,
What's
oh
wrong?
my God! So much pressure. I'm not used.
Are
to
you having pressure?
No
I'm not used to,
pressure. There's
to
only
performing live.
222 people
Performing,
watching.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not too many. That's fine.
Rehearsing is one thing, but performing. That's
So what? We screw up. We screw up. No big deal, right?
Really?
Christmas.
I don't
Really
know.
can
like
cut
that
it out.
rehearsal. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're the rock star in here.
Listen, I have fun performing. I like it. He performs all the time. He's playing guitar all the time.
So he's being
let me
shy
see.
right
You've
now.
sent me
He's
a
really
lot.
shy. He's so like different all the time. It's like I can't figure him out really.
Really?
Yeah, because you're different. Today you were different.
You're
Yeah.
hot.
Bring the
cold.
same confidence that you brought when the drag queen was blowing you.
That's good.
Yeah.
advice.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay. So you don't need this?
One, two. I'll just go with the lyrics, whatever. If I fuck up, I fuck up, right?
Just please start.
Okay, here we go. Elisa Jordana, I give you my heart. I know it means nothing, but it's a good start.
And I don't know if I can trust you just yet. Don't want to end up crying online like Minette. And why do we have to be friends, just friends? And why do we have to be friends, just friends? It's better this way. Love always ends.
Elisa Jordana, please come close to me. Something like that. Forever together, let me set you free.
I know I'm scared because it's new. Don't wanna have to punch you like I am Gucci's. Why do we have to be friends, just friends? And why do we have to be friends, just friends? It's better this way. Love always ends.
Why do we have to be friends,
just friends? And why do we have to be friends, just friends? And why do we have to be friends, just friends? And why do we have to be friends, just friends? We didn't even screw up.
Wow.
Could be worse.
I feel like he was about to propose to you. Like
I didn't explain.
Wait,
it.
ask him that. Ask him that.
We were gonna explain the song before playing.
Captain
it. We forgot
Content,
about
I thought you were about to propose. Like that seems like a song leading up to.
Elisa Jordana, will you marry me someday?
Well,
Like,
funny thing is,
after you marry Andy Dick, you can marry me too.
funny thing is, we just had a nice conversation, like over a meal, and he told me that he has like 4 or 5 people at the same time, and it's polyamorous. So I don't think there's a proposal coming.
Who said? Oh, the Captain Content has been with 4.
Yeah, he's with 4 or 5 people
No, not
at a
at
time.
the same time.
No, you're
I wish.
4 or 5
drag
queens. You're
queens?
talking to 4,
Imagine that.
and he talks to 4 or 5
No.
women at the same time.
I
And
would-
he had just come from a woman's house today, on his way to meet me.
That was just like a very friendly.
It's called keeping your
business.
options open. He's
Yeah,
young,
he's keeping his
virile. Yeah.
So it's 2022. Everybody's like doing like casual dating.
Yeah, all right. So another great choice by me.
Oh,
No, she
he's
could.
cute. I think he's a good backup. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
we go.
Okay, all right.
Good backup.
Yeah.
I'm like number 5 in the list right now.
No, I made a list.
Aw.
Wait, where's my list?
I still.
You do have an actual wait list? Ooh.
I do. There's a list. I have my co-host Weezy number 1, and then he's like number 6.
Oh, that's not bad. All right.
Yeah.
It's like in line for the when they do the royals, like who's in next for the throne.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the song? Do you like it?
It was great. It was
Great.
good.
You
I
know,
liked
yeah,
Elisa's part
Thank
better.
you. We were
Like my part?
Yeah.
It's a new song. We're gonna record it tonight, and then we're gonna send it to our friend Wappy Flanker to
Ooh.
remix. So you're gonna hear a remix soon.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And we're gonna be
Thank
on
you,
Hyper
guys.
Eric show after this, so everybody should watch.
Yes. Leaf King says, "Love you, Elisa, from the most loyal, least fair weather person in your life, opposite of crappy."
Oh wow, he hates
This
him.
guy is so obsessed. So obsessed.
You guys
my
gonna have like
goodness.
a Spartan simp fight, like just duke it
That'd
out.
be great. We
Duke
can
it
make
out for
that
who's
happen.
gonna be number 3 or
Oh,
something.
you can have her. You can have her, Leaf King. Don't
He doesn't want me that much. It's weird. You're very weird. I'm
Am
sorry.
I?
Yeah, because he like acts like it's a love bombing. You know what that is?
Yes,
Chrissy? That's what he
narcissists
does.
do it usually.
Yeah, he's a narcissist that love bombs, and I'm aware of it. So like, he'll be like calling me every day, texting me every day, and wanting to come over every day. But I know exactly what he's doing. He's having 10 people he does that to. So, I consider myself, I have high standards.
Content king.
Content.
Wait. Oh, content
King.
captain.
Well,
What
thank
was
you.
your did you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah, we have a pretty good relationship. She's very special to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you feel like you got enough attention growing up?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't figure him out, and I'm trying to figure him out.
you're
We
on
need to go to
something.
therapy.
Maybe I got some sort of mommy issues.
I asked you about that. You said you had a great relationship.
I do.
So
I
then
love
what's
my
happening?
mom.
Why
I
is
love
this
my mom
happening?
so much. I love her so much.
All right.
Okay. Mom was the name of the drag queen from earlier. No, just kidding. Just kidding. You guys are
wow, she
fun.
said it.
JK, just kidding. You guys are great.
That was great.
Jokes.
Elisa, where can people follow you and listen to your music and submit themselves to be on the wait list?
Okay, so if you want to submit yourself to be on the wait list, hit me up on Instagram, Elisa Jordana, or Twitter, Elisa Jordana. At KermitandFriends.com. My main YouTube channel is Elisa Jordana, so just find me there, and you can be on the list and a guest on Kermit and Friends.
Amazing, amazing. And content captain.
Captain Content RV, right?
Captain Content, you'll find all my
Yeah,
channels.
Captain Content. He's probably live right now.
No,
Ooh.
the stream gonna have to be cut because Andy Dick showed his dick in there.
Yeah, Andy
remember?
Dick showed his dick, so I think he might be
Ah,
like strike or
well.
something.
No,
That
it's
happens.
age restricted, thankfully.
Okay.
We'll
good.
go live again tonight.
Yeah, we're going on Eric after this.
Unless somebody gets lucky and gets to sleep on the couch.
Oh.
Leave your fat. Oh, I can't say that word.
Up.
What word?
Just
I
spell
don't-
it. Just
yeah.
spell
What's
it
the
out.
word?
The F word. Derogatory.
What?
What were you gonna say?
I would say,
Friend?
leave, you're a fag.
You can like leave. You're a friend. A friend.
I love Leaf. He's been the best producer ever. So creative, so brilliant. He just hates him, but
He hates me. I don't know this guy.
Yeah.
I don't know this
He's
guy,
like, why
honestly.
don't you make like
I
a
wish.
tree and leaf?
yes, exactly.
You were probably the first pansexual I've met.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
you're her first pansexual that she's met.
Probably
Really?
the last.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I
You think it's
so.
rare?
I don't know what I know is really putting it out there like that.
He's really honest with everything, and I think he has to be. He has no choice because he like films everything, so he can't.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he's honest sometimes, but he's got a lot of hidden things too.
A lot of secret magic middles. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, chat, for your comments and questions. Follow Elisa. Don't follow this other guy. You guys are great. Talk to you soon. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
And I'll see you on Sunday.